Hi weaving friends, this is just a really quick update video. My last video that I released was a review of the Lojan Flex Loom, which you can see in front of me. And one of the things that I highlighted in that video was that I felt like I needed a stand because I couldn't adjust the loom to the right sort of height to be comfortable for me. And I'm used to weaving with a rigid heddle loom on a stand. And so I felt like I just couldn't get the angle right. But then I spoke to Loes from Lojan and she gave me a little tip. And as soon as she said it, I was like, I cannot believe that I did not think of doing this. Like slightly embarrassing, but I wanted to share it all with you. First because it's a really good essential kind of tip that is going to help many of you to be more comfortable weaving with this loom if you don't have a stand. And secondly, because, you know, I need to be brought down a notch sometimes. I don't want you all to think that I know everything and that I can figure out everything all the time. So it's good for my humility. But anyway, what she told me was, she pointed out about the feet at the back of the loom right here, which I had already pointed out in, I spoke about it in the assembly video and also in the actual review video. Said that I was using these little dowel feet with rubber stoppers on the end, and they are to tilt the loom up a little bit at the back. So what I had been trying to do while I was weaving this piece that I've been working on was I was kind of just trying to get close to the loom like this. Sitting it flat on the table and then propping it against myself. But what she said to me was to use those pegs at the back as a kind of leverage against the edge of the table. And then she also sent me a couple of photos of her father and business partner Jan weaving in that way. And I was like, yeah, I should have figured that out for myself. But here's how it looks anyway to show you. So I've got the pegs that tilt the loom up a little bit. They're in front of the table. And then at the back right here, there are some other little feet. They're the feet of the loom pretty much. And they have rubber stoppers on them too. So once you're in this position and you get comfortable, then my body's just holding the loom in place. And it's kind of wedged there. And it's at a much lower angle. So this is what I was really struggling with, is having it a little bit higher and that feeling too high for my arms to be reaching. But now, just for demonstration, now when I weave, I'm looking down like I'm accustomed to doing. And I'm putting the heddle in place, but I'm not feeling like my arms have to be up at all because that would wear on my shoulders way too much over time. So in this position, it's almost like having a stand as far as where the loom is positioned and where you are in relation to the loom. It's so much easier to weave this way. So I hope that tip really helps you. If you saw my review video and you were wondering about, you know, do I really need to purchase the stand if I don't want to? This is a really good alternative if you don't want to go with the stand. I still always recommend with any rigid heddle loom to grab a stand if you can afford it, if you have the space for it. It is going to be a better weaving experience, but this here, this is pretty good.